Yo, yo, yo. Yo. What's up, guys? How's it going? How's it going? What's up, everybody? Prince, Unlimited, Romney's 8th, Skelly, Kevin, Juan, Tony, Apollo, Oz, my boy. Thank you already for sending a super chat, man. I appreciate it. Tranquilo Club 444 life. I appreciate it, man. We're all the Tranquilo Club for life here. not to get not to get too cheesy right away. But yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? How's everyone doing? If I didn't name you, of course, I'm sorry. Yeah, too many of you to name, but I appreciate every single one of you guys being here. What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? What you guys think of the show? What did everybody think of the show? I actually thought it was pretty good, man. Like, especially after having no collision last Saturday, it felt pretty empty. Not gonna lie, like the Saturday felt pretty empty. Variety says definitely gonna play Sly tomorrow. Yep, I encourage everybody to play Sly Cooper. um, Head of the table. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? For everybody coming in, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. YouTube said 10:10. Yeah, sorry. I did start the stream a little bit early. I gotta get better at that. If I'm gonna commit to a time, I should start at that time, right? I started a little bit early. My bad. Oz, thanks again for the super chat. He says, "Bro, that main event was so effing fun. Claudio Archer have great chemistry. Plus, got emotional seeing Shibata having the time of his life out there, dude. Tell me about it, man. Great show, great main event. Shibata, Claudio and Brian flying out after being in Mexico City just last night, dude. Having one of the matches of the year, in my opinion. We're gonna get into it. Um, and yeah, man, like it was insane. It was a really good show with a good crowd. Like I said, that doesn't. When I say good crowd, I mean like a lively crowd. That's what I mean. But also, if you care about this type of thing, it was a near sellout crowd, man. So like it was good, you know. Like I said, that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that the show is good, and the show was good. And yeah, like Smooth says, we're the best wrestle. Apparently the new tagline for AEW, man, because Tony Schiavone said it like a million times. But we'll get into that. But yeah, there's a lot to get into, man. Um, Tony Khan um, gets a lot of hate for just being a dork. Bro, he's a dork. Like he can say he can be he's just a dork, bro. Like, and out of all the wrestling promoters, he is the least, like, um evil of them all. Kevin, I didn't show up for the tacos yesterday, bro. The tacos that you posted were insane, man. I had seen them, and well, yeah, you tagged me in them. But yeah, bro. Was that in Portland, bro? Cause damn, like they have some good tacos out there. Had no idea. Had no idea. But yeah, Kevin, one day, bro. One day you gotta come down to El Paso, bro, and then we can we can get some tacos down here. But yeah, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Tony Khan isn't a geek. Like, he does geek stuff, but don't we all? He's like, it's cliche. It's cliche at this point, but he's a wrestling fan like us. Like, I'm not exempt to being a geek and a dork at times and saying stupid things like um being tribalistic, but it's cuz being tribalistic is fun, bro. As long as you do it like right. Like, I don't seriously wish any actual ill will to, like, WWE, because at the end of the day, it's people's jobs, you know. But I do have problems. Don't get me wrong. I do have problems with the people running the place. I do have problems with people running the place, but when it comes down to it, I don't want the company to fail. That's like, it's cool to do. Tribalism is fun as long as you do it right, and I get that quote from Tiger Style. If you guys know Tiger Style, he makes great content. Saul says he's high AF right now. Oz and Glorious, thanks again, man. Another one. He says, Tony, if you're watching, please drop Seidel and Shibata into the BCC and get Archer some new pants. Phil, if you're watching, you're the absolute worst. Oz, I appreciate that, man. Um, but I agree with. You know what? Seidel fit right in. If you guys saw CMLL last night, I guess we'll start with CMLL. Dude, it was a great show. Not just the AEW versus CMLL match. It was a great show all throughout, and Willow Nightingale was also on the show in the women's match, and man, I already died, and um, she had a great showing, and Arena Mexico went crazy for her, so she's she's just like endlessly over no matter where she goes. It's pretty cool, but it was really cool to see, AEW enter the Mexican arena, the arena in Mexico, like the number one arena in Mexico, and for her to not just her, but for like the guys to BCC, for them to be over, and for AEW to be over as well. There were AEW chants in Arena Mexico yesterday, something I never thought we'd see, which is really cool about these partnerships, man. It's really cool. But yeah, the whole show was great. I think if you ask me, is the whole thing worth watching? I would say yes. Um, but if you gotta watch one match, go out of your way and watch the BCC versus the CMLL quartet that they faced yesterday. Cause dude, it was sick. Like the atmosphere, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. The atmosphere is one of the best atmospheres I've ever seen for a wrestling match. Like AEW walked into this place being the outsiders, the enemies, but like at the same time, people also, so they were booing because obviously they're the outsiders, but obviously it was a huge deal for AEW to be there, for Moxley, Danielson, Claudio, even Seidel, dude, for these guys to be there, and this crowd was going crazy. Like they wanted to boo, but they also wanted to cheer. It was a pretty cool like dynamic that the crowd was finding itself in. But yeah, man, like it was I keep sorry, I'm trying to answer y'all. Oz says annoyed AF Willow got the pin over Vaquer the goat. I mean, obviously, I think that's building to something, right? I would hope so, because also, if the plan is for Willow to become TBS champ, then um, maybe they can have a rematch for the TBS title down the line. Maybe, maybe that can be the plan. But yeah, dude, this was crazy. Like, just it was a vibes match, but it was also it wasn't just a vibes match. It was everything. It was everything wrestling should be. And I feel bad for people who don't watch stuff outside of WWE, man, because there's so much good stuff out there. And I'm not even saying that as in WWE like is bad. Like if you enjoy it, that's cool. But you can man, what did I think I was doing? But also check out some of this other stuff, dude. Like it's really good. But yeah, that CMLL match. It's probably gonna end in my top 10 matches of the year, maybe, cause we're barely in. Well, it's about to be April, right? On Monday, and we already have so many insane matches. But I think this one will finish in my top 10 for those who care about that kind of thing. And when I do the Tranquilo Club Awards at the end of this year, I want to have way more stuff in there, way more nominees than just AEW stuff. Because when I did the Tranquilo Club Awards for the first time this past December or in January, I don't know when it was, and it was mostly AEW stuff. And I was like, I want to expand my horizons. So I'm glad that I've been watching more of other stuff. But yeah, if you guys have more questions about CMLL, let me know. But I'm going to get into this collision. Adam Copeland opens up as the TNT champion. and he gets a big ovation. And the crowd, dude, right away, I'm gonna say like straight up, I don't think it's controversial at all. This crowd was way better than the Dynamite crowd on Wednesday. And granted, it was a bigger crowd, but I've heard small crowds that can be good though. This the one on Wednesday just kind of didn't have it, and yeah, Oz, I pretty much agree with that sentiment. Um, WWE just needs a whole restructure from top to bottom at the executive level. Like, they really just need a whole tear the whole thing down in that aspect, and then yeah. But I agree. Thanks for the super chat too, by the way. But but yeah, this crowd just outdid the Dynamite one. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you care about this kind of thing, they filled the arena. Um, and what I cared most about was if the show was good, and I thought it was really good. So Adam Copeland did his first ever first open challenge as champion, right? And I did not expect freaking Matt Cardona out of all people to be the guy. Like, what, Matt Cardona? Now I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am not gonna lie. I am not really a Matt Cardona fan. I'm I'm not really a fan of his, but um, with that being said, the crowd was into it, and I think they brought the heat, bro. Okay, I was like, what's this? And yeah, I think they brought the heat, and Adam Copeland and Matt Cardona had a pretty good match. I have no problem with him showing up because it was look, the TNT title, it was built on this kind of thing. You know, Ricky Starks showing up unsigned, Eddie Kingston showing up unsigned. Also, you had like other people like Warhorse. Anybody remember Warhorse? And yeah, they have like their history. Yeah, the former Edgehead, they have history. Obviously, Matt Cardona got his start in WWE because of Edge. Well, I don't know if "cause of Edge" is the right verbiage. I mean, like, he started off as an Edgehead, and and yeah, so obviously they have that history. So that was I guess a nice little callback. Um, but yeah, the TNT title was built off this kind of thing. You know, unsigned talents coming in. I have no problem with this because, um, yo, what the heck? Because I think it was a good enough surprise, and it's not like they are signing Matt Cardona. I'm pretty sure they would have already put out the All Elite graphic, right? watch watch my words backfire, and he gets signed right now. Tony Khan puts out the graphic before the stream is over. Like, yeah, like it's because I just don't think he's like an AEW type wrestler. He's still very WWE to me, even with his work on the Indies, being the one WWE guy on the indie scene. I don't know. To me, it's just it's too yeah. I mean, I respect that he went out and did his thing on the indies, but yeah, I just don't know if anybody else agrees with that take. Oz. I mean, um, I'm surprised. You know what I'm surprised about that AEW never really made a play to sign Chelsea Green, but was she always injured when WWE would let her go, or what was the deal, or did Tony Khan just not want to sign her? Because I mean, she was at the first All In, and I felt like anybody who was on that show was always gonna have a way in to AEW. Well, as long as like you weren't problematic or anything. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, not that she's a huge loss or anything. I just thought it was interesting because I think they also passed on Deonna Purrazzo when WWE let her go. Right, she went to Impact, and I think that was the best decision she could have made for sure. Um, because now she's like more established and stuff. So I do think that that was the better decision for her. But yeah, this was a pretty decent match. Not it was good. I'll give dude, what? I'll give I'll give them credit. Well, I'll give Matt Cardona credit because obviously Copeland. I think Copeland been having a good run since coming into to AEW. Yo, I just don't know what to do here. And but the post match had a lot of people talking. I don't know. Let me see what you guys are. Were you guys a fan of the post match with Malachi Black confronting Copeland and then Buddy getting involved and then um, Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston making the save for Copeland, which sets up the match for Dynasty. I thought we were gonna get Malachi versus Copeland at the pay per view, but in a way, it's probably better that we don't. They might just do that match on TV, and that'll maybe be better. But yeah, it looks like Malachi's gonna challenge Copeland. I really don't think Malachi should beat Copeland. I really hope not. I am really judging Malachi off that one match he had with Brian Keith. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. If that's harsh, then it's harsh. Says I hope Buddy and Malachi decide to prove us wrong. I mean, me too. It's not like I actively am rooting against them, but if they want to prove their doubters wrong, then I hope they prove their doubters wrong. I'm one of their doubters right now. I can't lie. But at one point, was fully backing Malachi to, I don't know, do something in AEW. Whatever happened, happened. Um, I just don't think he. I mean, maybe he proves me wrong and he has like a great match against Copeland, but I'm gonna have to wait and see, man. I kind of already made up my mind on him, but we'll see. Yeah, he's got to have the match of his life, essentially, against Copeland. Because otherwise, if not, that's truly it, man. I'm not. I think if he has a stinky match against Copeland, I think I think I completely. Because I'm already almost there. I'm just saying, okay, I need one more to see if it's true, to see if he's truly washed. But I'll give him one more chance, and he's gotta bring his A game. Otherwise, he's gonna end up like Andrade. I don't know if you guys saw Andrade. Andrade didn't even make the WrestleMania card this year. He's gonna be on the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. They're not even doing it on the pre-show anymore. That match, they're doing it on the SmackDown the night before WrestleMania. I mean, that's what you wanted, Andrade. That's what you get, bro. Like I'm not. I don't even mean that in a shady way. He wanted to go back, but hey, maybe he doesn't even care about booking. Maybe he just wants to be close to his wife. And if that's the case, I actually respect that. Excuse me. But yeah, like they really couldn't find like even Chad Gable. Bro, Chad Gable deserved to be on the WrestleMania card. You're telling me after the year he's had, that's nasty work from Triple H, bro. That's nasty work. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Oh, it says LOL at Andrade and all other triple fraud merchants. Dude, I mean, I didn't we say it, guys, on the stream? Didn't we say it? We said Andrade's ceiling would have been higher in AEW had he stayed. I really do think that these guys think Triple H will make them somebody like he did back in NXT. Bro, NXT was different. In NXT, Triple H had the benefit of people leaving his roster, and therefore he could, make the next shiny toy the world champion because people would get called up to the main roster. It doesn't work that way on the main roster. People are on the main roster to stay. So you got to find spots for everybody, and not everybody can be world champion. Triple H is soon going to run into the problem that a lot of people criticize Tony Khan for. Oh, this person should have been world champion already. Oh, this person should have been world champion already. But we'll see. I feel like a lot more people are going to be lenient with Triple H. Just a feeling. Wait, how many bottles? 15. Hold on. Where did Roosh go? I know some of you can't be here for every stream, but I feel like I've been answering this question every stream. But no, like I'm just saying, like he just recently recovered from injury, and he just recently got his visa issues fixed again. So he'll be back, guys. He'll be back. He'll be back very soon. Don't worry. He got injured during the C2, I think, and he still did the whole tournament. So shout out to my boy Rouge. He'll be back, y'all. He'll be back. Don't worry. He's making big money too, so Tony Khan obviously has plans for him. Yeah, dude, like Andrade. If they gave Andrade's spot to all the spots that Jericho is getting right now, bro, it would have been perfect. Like, I just casually stopped reviewing Collision, but I guess we should talk about. Excuse me. I guess we should talk about um the segments announced for next week. Well, no, not yet. I'll get into Jericho right now. We got the acclaimed promo, and we're getting Jay White versus Billy Gunn on Wednesday. And I think the less I say about this, the better. I'm pretty sure none of you guys want to hear me rant or anything. What I wish happens, Jay White squashes Billy Gunn, and we continue moving on to the unifying of the two trios titles, and then Bullet Club Gold can finally move on to something better. What'll probably happen, Jay White is going to have a competitive match with Billy Gunn, and this is going to drag out a little bit longer, probably. That's probably what's going to happen. I've already spoken my piece on all of this. I want Jay White to do bigger things, whether it's even just facing better trios while being AEW Trios champions, like the New Elite or something, you know? But that's all I have to say on that. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to don't want to hear much about that. FTR versus the Infantry was actually pretty good. For whatever reason, I went into this thinking FTR probably aren't as guaranteed to win as I thought. But no, like they ended up winning, and it was a pretty good match. The Infantry were pretty good here. I still don't know much about them. I don't watch Ring of Honor, so forgive me for the ignorance. But it was a good showing from them, and I give them props. I'm pretty sure the pay-per-view match is going to be FTR versus Young Bucks, isn't it? And I don't know how I feel about that. I just feel like we've had that match a lot recently. And that's not even accurate, because the last time they faced off was last August at All In. But we'll see. I mean, I'm open to it. I hope they have the best match yet. Says, be patient, bro. When Juice returns, life is complete. I really can't wait until Juice Robinson returns, and he is sorely missed here. He was the wild card of Bullet Club Gold. Not that Jay and the Guns aren't still making the most of what they have, but um, like Juice is a crucial piece, and I'm pretty sure we all see that now, right? If we didn't see it before, he's a very crucial piece, and I can't wait for him to come back. Let me see. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how to feel about the FTR Young Bucks feuds. Like their matches have been pretty good, but I feel like both teams have had way better matches with other opponents. Like I still wouldn't consider these two teams their own greatest rivals or anything like that. Like I not that they have to be either, but um it's weird. Like I said, like the last match happened at All In, and that was how many months ago now? Like 6, or has it been longer? It's been longer, right? Like 7, 8. I don't know how many. I can't do basic math. Just kidding, but too lazy to count. But um, I feel kind of burnt out on FTR Young Bucks if I'm being frank with you. Um, but I really do feel for whatever reason that this match, if they do have it at Dynasty, could be their best one, so long as um, they don't go too late on the show. I feel like the all in match actually suffered from being in a stadium, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, y'all? Because sometimes in a stadium, and I mean sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes a stadium, um, especially when it's open air, uh, the atmosphere suffers a little bit because like there's just too much going on within the crowd. One section could be chanting something, and the other section could be chanting something else. I'm speaking from experience too, because I've been to 2 wrestling stadium shows. It's I think it's better if it's in a small arena, in intimate arena, like the one where Dynasty's gonna be at. I think it's a perfect sized arena, and Dynasty's headed towards a sellout, by the way. But yeah, I wonder if that makes sense to y'all. But yeah, FTR move on. Kyle O'Reilly versus JD Drake, simple short match. Kyle O'Reilly's still warming up. It's just good to see KOR back in the ring. This dude, I don't know. I just love this guy, man. Like I don't know how to explain it. Kyle O'Reilly is beast, and it's just good to see him back. I do think they're building towards him versus Roderick Strong, which I think would be really interesting. But I don't know if that's gonna be soon, because I think Roderick is gonna hold on to the title for a bit, right? But who knows? Who knows with Tony Khan? Um, Sometimes with the secondary titles, people can have long reigns or short reigns. It just depends. Yeah, shout out to Ian Riccaboni, bro. He's great on commentary. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay, and then we had Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus Top Flight. So, um, this was a big one because, well, prior to what even happened in the match, we hadn't seen Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Yo, what am I supposed to be doing? We hadn't seen Ricky Starks and Big Bill since they dropped the titles to Sting and Darby Allin. So the last time we saw these guys, Sting was still an in-ring competitor. That was about almost 2 months ago. Then they just kind of pop up again. I feel like their return was kind of downplayed a little. It was kind of weird, but I will say, oh, I get it. Okay, but I will say, I wanted Ricky Starks and Big Bill to win, guys. We talked about it last stream. I don't really, I don't really vibe with Top Flight just yet. I feel like they're missing something, and it looked like Ricky Starks and Big Bill were gonna get the win, but then um, Ricky Starks got hurt. I saw in the chat someone said that it was just a knock, like he didn't actually get hurt. Has that been confirmed already, y'all? Chat, is this real? Is this real, chat? If you guys can confirm that, let me know. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to pause this. Let's find out. Yeah, I wanted FTR versus Ricky and Bill as well, like the rematch. I remember the last time they faced off. Well, it was when Ricky and Bill became champions. It was kind of like a squash match. It was weird. I think the I remember the rumor was that FTR was hurt, and then they came out and said, "No, we're not hurt." They just dropped the titles like that. It was kind of crazy. Wait, so have they confirmed that Ricky's okay? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Who was the one in the chat earlier who said that Ricky's okay? If so, where did you see that? I'm trying to find it, guys. I don't see anything. Chat, is this real? Chat, can you hear me? Chat. Chat. Yeah, I don't see anything. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay, here he is. Seahawk said so. He said sorry was playing Helldivers. Seahawk, I can't check because I don't, to put it, civilly, I, don't follow him. But if anybody can confirm, anybody else. But I mean, if he tweeted it, I'm pretty sure those guys are cool, right? So, yeah. But I mean, it's weird that they, if it really just a small knock, then why did they call an audible? Because it was so obvious that Ricky Starks and Big Bill were supposed to win. They even played Ricky Starks' music, like when Top Fly got the win. At first, they played it for like a few seconds. I'm sure you guys heard it. The whole thing was just bizarre. At first, I was like, "Wait, what happened?" And then I realized, "Oh, okay, yeah, Ricky Starks is hurt, y'all. Ricky Starks is hurt. He's hurting." Chat, is this real? Chat. Oh man. Ricky wants out. I wouldn't doubt it. Him, if he had gotten injured though, like seriously, it would have been the worst thing for him. I don't know if WWE would have wanted him at that point. But if he wants out, bro, let him go. Like, I wouldn't want anyone in AEW who doesn't want to be there. It's funny because I remember Ricky Starks. He used to be super pro AEW. He was actually saying stuff like AEW is the top brand in wrestling. I remember he said that, and it made a lot of people mad. But yeah, it feels like he's checked out now. He hardly posts about the company in that way anymore, or hardly talks about the company in that way anymore. And it's just obvious, when a wrestler isn't really feeling it anymore. Wait, can I go through here? Nope. just send Ricky to the Fed already. I mean, it's really hard to say if he 100% wants out. Like we can all speculate, right? But at the end of the day, I think it is likely that he leaves when his contract's up. I mean, his boy is Cody. But you know what? Like I just said earlier, Triple H is eventually gonna have too many guys on his roster to try to keep happy, and it's just gonna be an endless cycle, honestly, between Tony Khan and Triple H. Oz says, haven't missed MJF for a second. Starks can FO. And by FO, you mean um, figure it out? No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean, bro. I know what you mean. It's weird because I haven't missed face MJF. If he were to come back a heel, of course I would be all for that. But he's not coming back a heel. Let's face it. He's gonna be the same guy he was when before he had just left. Um, but yeah, Ricky, seeing Ricky. Let me pause it. Seeing Ricky on tonight's collision was actually um seeing him on tonight's show was kind of weird because I just feel like as a single star, there's hardly gonna be room for him. So him being in a tag team is almost his fate now in AEW. When you say, "Is this real?" I remember Bam Margera's mom in Jackass when they pranked her with the alligator. I remember that one on the movie. That's a classic. Jay asks, "Wait, I forgot to ask Trank. Does this mean we're back?" You guys already know I'm not ever gonna say that again because if I do, I curse it. But you know the answer. Free Big Bill. What do you mean? Because I want him. I want Big Bill in AEW. Big Bill has proven his worth, and he's actually a guy who I never would have thought I'd be like fighting for, as in to for AEW to keep him. He's been a great signing, and also I'm just glad for him on a human level because he's been through a lot and he's recovered really nicely and he's already a former champion in AEW, and I'm glad that he is. And I think he can be like a future like TNT champion or something. Cause I don't know if you. To me, Big Bill is funny, bro. Like I'm sure we've all seen the funny side of him. Like we saw some of it in WWE. He's funny. He can play a great character. So he's a good big man. Yeah, and his I don't know if they're already married, but they were engaged for sure. His fiance is Lexi Nair. So yeah, they both work at AEW. So I think they're both there to stay. Free him from being in a tag team. Yeah, Big Bill can be a great TNT champion, like I said. So also, yeah, guys. Anyway, let's continue reviewing Collision. Well, I don't call these reviews for a reason because we get so off track all the time, but it's okay. Top Flight move on, and they'll be facing FTR, which is going to be, I'm pretty sure FTR will win. And then Young Bucks are facing Best Friends next week. Yeah, I think it's all but guaranteed now that we're getting FTR versus Young Bucks, which should be interesting this time around with the Bucks EVP gimmick. I'm actually interested to see that from a storytelling perspective and to see how it plays out. We got Thunder Rosa versus Lady Frost, which was pretty good. Lady Frost is been putting reps in with ROH, right? If I'm not mistaken. Commentary mentioned that. And she's pretty good for just being someone who, loses to the stars all the time. Thunder Rosa is obviously going to be the one to face Tony Storm at Dynasty. And, well, that lead. So Thunder Rosa picked up the win, which led into the promo. right after with Tony Storm and Mariah May. It was announced that Mariah and Thunder Rosa will be facing off on Wednesday to determine who's the number one contender, which is very interesting. I mean, we all know Thunder's gonna win, but imagine if Mariah won. It's still too early for her, but I think eventually that's where the story is leading to. But but yeah, we're headed towards Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm, which is interesting because that was one of Thunder Rosa's last how do you call it, feuds before she had her like her long injury, and now she's back and it's a whole different Tony Storm. if I'm, I would laugh if Andrade gets pinned by Selena. What are you guys talking about? And then we had the big main event: Brian, Claudio, and Shibata versus the Righteous and Archer. And great main event, man. Great main event to cap off a good Collision, and just reminded me that I missed Collision, dude. I missed it last week, and like I said, for Brian and Claudio to fly in from Mexico City just last night into all the way to Canada, bro. Like they flew from almost one side of well, not really, but it's still a long flight, I would imagine. And shout out to London, Canada. I didn't even know there was a city in Canada known as London. Ah, man. But but yeah, they brought it all night, and it was a great main event. And Shibata got the win with the PK. And now I'm interested to see what. Dude, there's no way. Now I'm interested to see what Shibata does next. Is he gonna keep hanging around with the BCC? I think it'd be cool if Shibata keeps hanging around with the BCC. He doesn't even need to become an official member. Just have him like be the official the official like what would he be, the fifth member, right? Steven says we have pretty much a bunch of historic British city names. Almost every Commonwealth nation does. True. True that, man. I just never really knew about London, Canada. London, Canada, where Will Ospreay is from. Yeah, honorary BCC member for sure. That'd be sick. Shibata versus Moxley. Give it to me. Give it to me right now. Which kind of reminds me, what's John Moxley gonna be doing at the pay per view? Who's he gonna face? What happened to Wheeler Yuta? Can anybody confirm that he's hurt? Because I think that's what it is, right? Is he injured? I think he's injured. That just seems like the most likely thing. Or is it visa issues? He hasn't been seen for a while. And I only say visa issues because AEW right now is in Canada, and then he couldn't make it to Mexico last night either. So, yeah, maybe Moxley does skip the next pay per view, and I wouldn't even blame him. Like he certainly deserves it. Have the BCC faced House of Black? I know they were kind of building towards that. When was it? Before Brian broke his face, right? His face. When Malachi Black took out Brian. I feel like that's something that would have happened already. Yeah, when Ian Riccaboni's on commentary, it's guaranteed to be a good night. Yo, that whole thing with Kevin Kelly was crazy though, right? Like, bro was just actively talking bad about one of his coworkers, and he thought nothing was gonna happen. Bro thought he was CM Punk. Not just kidding, but no, for real. Like, what did he think was gonna happen? Like, and then Ian Riccaboni of all people, bro, who by all accounts is like the nicest guy ever. Yeah, when Brian Brian had the eye patch for the entire Continental Classic, didn't he? And he was bleeding every week. Bro, the Continental Classic was one of the best things AEW has done. I can't wait for the one this year. Like, the Continental Classic was needed so badly too, because there was so much other stuff like MJF's sports entertainment stuff clogging up the show, and the C2 was just like the saving grace of the end of the year last year. Can't wait for this year's iteration, especially if Okada walks in as champion. Holy, can you imagine, bro? And I think that's a pretty safe bet. I don't think Okada's getting pinned this year. Well, he might get pinned at the end of the year, in the final. Oh, I didn't know that thing was following me the whole time. Yeah, I think the C2 this year might be better than last year's for sure. Oz says anyone who voluntarily chooses to go and help increase VKM and Dana White's stock values can FO. TKO is an evil company owned by POS's up and down. I mean, pretty much. That's why I still, I still don't really want to support that company. And that's not to say that I don't. That's not to say that I'm, like, how do you say it? That I'm a like a freaking angel by not supporting WWE, because I'm not. But you know, I just can't, in good conscience, sorry, um, give them my money, if that makes sense. Yeah, I saw that. Tony Khan, that wasn't even like, that was way too far. The stuff that Tony Khan deals with, man, I don't know how he does it. The type of comments he gets when he's simply promoting his company, it's dumb, bro. Frankly, I hate Prime. I still haven't had Prime. I see it everywhere though. Like, I think even Dollar Tree carries it, and I'm like, that's crazy, dude. It's everywhere. But yeah, that big ugly logo in the middle of the WWE ring, like, bro, they can't even do that right. Like, come on. Like, the sponsors on the mat, like, sponsors on the mat are cool, and WWE has somehow find a way to make them like corny, bro. Like do they really just find a way to ruin all the cool things about wrestling, don't they? Don't even get me started on the CGI during the entrances. Why did people just accept that? Why was there no pushback with that when it started? Why did people just decide that was okay? And the thing is, when it started, I wasn't watching anymore. Obviously, I would have like complained about it. But how come? Why did people decide that CGI, the bad CGI, um, during entrances was okay in wrestling? It's so lame, bro. TK, if you're watching, have Shibata take the belts off Swerve at Double or Nothing, and have Shibata versus Osprey main event All In. Thanks for the super chat, Oz, again. I don't know if I can co-sign that. I wouldn't want Swerve to have a 1 month long reign, bro. As much as I love Shibata, and Shibata doesn't have to be world champion. But you know what? He can challenge for the world title though. I think he'd make a good challenger for, either TV or pay per view. Both. He's just that good. AEW were the best wrestle. So it does appear to be the new tagline for AEW, and I like it because it's true. They have the best wrestlers in the world. Um, Tony Schiavone said it like 20 times though on commentary. Not that it's bad, but I get he was trying to make it a point to say, "Hey guys, this is where the best come to wrestle." You don't think Swerve is winning at Dynasty? That's actually crazy. I think it's pretty much guaranteed that he wins. Because if he doesn't win here, because he just challenged for the title at Revolution, you can't have him lose two in a row at this point. I think it's his time. Because if not now, then when? Yeah, I think it's Swerve versus Osprey at All In. Osprey is the one dethroning Joe. No, I think it's Swerve. I think Joe was always gonna have like a shorter reign compared to everybody else. Not that it's bad. He would have held the title for what, 4 months by the time Dynasty rolls around. Not everybody needs a 7 month reign, you know. Plus, with the roster that AEW has, I prefer some like 4 month reigns every now and then. Not all of them can be short either, but I prefer some 4 month reigns every now and then too. Because with the roster that AEW has, y'all, they have a long waiting list for the world title. We've said it many times, right? Um, so if that way, if some of the title reigns are a little shorter, you can get to everyone faster. Is the way I see it. That's just the way I see it, though. And I don't think it devalues the title either. If you have a couple of like 3 or 4 month reigns. But obviously, some people do have to have like monster title reigns, like Kenny Omega did, or like MJF kind of tried to have. Oz, pretty much. Which reminds me, Oz, thanks again, man. Which reminds me, guys, my my video for April 1st is pretty much ready to go. I think you guys are gonna love it. In particular, the live chat. Um, Shinku's not here. Shinku's the one who's been suggesting it, but it's gonna be a troll one, and I have no problem telling you guys because not everybody watches the streams, so it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard. But just know that when you read the title, it's a troll, and you guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. It'll be out on Monday. Osprey, you can have Osprey face a lot of people on en route to All In. You can keep him occupied. There's plenty of people for him to face. Is Sly Cooper on PS5 native now? Nope. I'm streaming it through the classics catalog. Yep. Yeah, the chat pretty much gets what the video is gonna be about. You guys can say whatever you want in the comments. I just know that there's people that's gonna be taking it seriously though. I already know. Yo, what do I do next though? Triple HGH Goat Booker, pretty much, bro. It's about time I do my clickbait and get my money from clickbaiting. Why Undertaker versus Goldberg is better than Osprey versus Omega. Yeah. Wait, where am I supposed to go, bro? Okay. Plana Productions. That guy. That guy's not even like the. Like, don't get me wrong, he's pretty bad, but he's not even like the worst one these days. That guy has kind of fallen off actually. He used to be one of the big ones. But at this point he's cooked. Yeah, I like the production they did with that Danielson Osprey video package. It was really good. They're doing a pretty good job of marketing the match and reminding people, like, it's two goats basically, the goat and Billy Goat. Oh, okay, there we go. Just Alex says he won't do AEW live reviews because his fans don't watch it. That's hilarious. I'm telling you, man, we need more AEW creators covering the product who actually enjoy it. We had a few, but they all got ran off or something. Well, one of them ended up being a grifter, Sonny the Jobber. The other one doesn't post anymore, Stunner Kingdom. Tiger Style Pro or Faceless Art, dude, they do fantastic work. I wish they would. I wish they would bring both of them in, because I feel like they both can. They would do phenomenal work for AEW on like a video production standpoint. Yep, Age of Wrestling, Sonny the Jobber. He literally made a video when things started getting shaky for AEW. Like he wasted no time. Like he rebranded and everything. He's like, what did he say? He's like, I'm gonna start covering WWE now because AEW kind of fell off or something like that, and WWE is good now. Like literally, that was his words. I was like, bro, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, but it's obvious that he was on the AEW train when they had the hype and immediately wanted out when they encountered trouble. And now he makes like clickbait content about like Joshi wrestling and yep, All Out 2022 is basically that was the turning point for sure. No doubt about that. I still remember how crazy that day was when, when the press conference was happening. I was like, there's no way this is real, right? Crazy, crazy times. I don't think there will ever be something that crazy in the modern times of wrestling again. I just don't think so, man. The creators who are Triple H merchants are the worst. Like JD. I don't even like bringing that guy up, but he's the definition of that. Like as soon as Triple H was given creative control, his whole tune changed. Have I seen Instagram comments on AEW pages? I used to, not anymore. I literally avoid clicking them because I know what it's like. I know exactly what it's like. I mean, you guys saw the ugly situation with Diana. Yeah, wrestling fans are horrible, bro. like like I actually like dislike wrestling fans. Like the community we have here is like one of the chillest groups ever. like I'm pretty proud of that. We're just chilling in the amidst all the chaos, all the ugliness. Walt Clyde. Who remembers when Walt Clyde would come into my first few streams and troll? That was before I had a mod and no idea on how to ban people. Yeah, Adam Copeland had to limit his comments on Instagram because he was literally getting abuse after joining AEW. Like these people are unhinged, bro. It's just wrestling, bro. like what? You kidding me? Oz, there's no way. He actually said that. Yeah, Kevin, you're right, bro. Kevin just popped in literally to say, I hate wrestling fans. You're not wrong, though. You are not wrong. Yeah, Mercedes also started getting a lot of ugly just stuff hurled at her since joining AEW. Like, bro, come on now. Play Helldivers? Probably not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Dude, I really Helldivers is a multiplayer game, right? Right now I'm going through like a single player game craze, which is why I'm playing like Sly Cooper. I'm eventually gonna play Ratchet and Clank again, Jack and Daxter, things like that. But I'll probably jump onto multiplayer games again soon. Oz, that's insane, dude. What a weirdo JD is. Jay says, hot take, I don't count out a CM Punk AEW return. I do. I do count it out. And at this point, I think both are better off not ever reuniting. It's just I think the way AEW is ran, nah. We already saw it once. It's just not, yeah. Like, yep, Kevin. Very much, man. Am I gonna play Tomb Raider Remastered? Um, I don't know. I've never played that one. I've never actually been into the Tomb Raider games. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I was just playing that last Saturday. I don't know if you were here for that stream. I was playing Zelda. Play Banjo Kazooie. I do have it on the Switch. Maybe I'll play something else on Wednesday. It's been two streams in a row with Sly Cooper. Yeah, plus Punk is old. True. Yeah, like all like the AEW fans who have been giving crap to Jade Cargill and like relax guys, like she left and she left by all accounts on amicable terms and you know it's fine. Like chill. Wrestlers are going to leave, bro. It's okay. Heck, I want wrestlers to leave AEW. Miro, any chance? You guys already know. Any chance I get of telling Miro to leave AEW, I'm gonna use it. But yeah, like I'd say, like just you know, it's gonna happen, man. Wrestlers are gonna jump ship. I think a lot of WWE fans are still of the belief that you know people just because WWE is hot that nobody will join AEW. I think this year has been a huge like wake up call in terms of that. They really thought in 2024 nobody would want to join AEW, but they literally signed Mercedes, Okada, and Osprey back to back to back, and that's because they're paying good and the schedule's good, man. Which is why you really don't think like some WWE wrestlers are gonna be like they're gonna ponder it. They're gonna be like, "That's interesting. I'm gonna consider it for sure." That's not to say they're all gonna jump. In fact, I would say not many of them would jump, but don't be surprised, you know, if some WWE guys do jump, like Sheamus or another one. Miro. Swap Miro for Andrade. Nah, Andrade already made his choice, bro. I would swap Miro for it's not a fair trade at all, but I would swap Miro for Walter. Like I said, it's not a fair trade at all. But send Miro and Malachi and Buddy for for Walter. Yeah, WWE got Tamatanga as well. I don't think AJ is jumping. I think he's staying. You guys didn't see what AJ said? He was basically begging wrestlers to sign with WWE. He's bored of wrestling the same people, bro. He's like I forgot what his words were, but he's like I wish more wrestlers would join WWE. It was kind of I'm not gonna lie, I love AJ. He's one of my goats, but it was kind of like pathetic. But poor guy. Yeah, I did see what Becky said about story mattering more, and I just don't like how these WWE wrestlers speak in absolutes. Like there's only one right way to do these things because there's not. Wrestling can be done in multiple ways, and it gets even worse when the fan base, their fan base is even worse than the wrestlers themselves. Like that's what makes it unbearable. Yeah, AJ's retiring in WWE. You know what? I don't know. Is Finn Balor being used well? I've already said that I wouldn't want him in AEW at this point, but for people who watch WWE, the chat, do you guys think there's a chance of him at all joining AEW? Because like I said, I don't know. I like I said, I don't really want him in AEW, but I could see if he's open to it, I can see Tony Khan signing him. Unfortunately, I just think he's kind of washed, bro. Sadly, I used to love Prince Devitt. He has the tag titles right now. I had no idea. Just goes to show how little I know about the product. I had no idea. Yeah, I and actually I've thought that I've thought Finn Balor has been washed for a while now. Like not just recently. I've had that opinion for I think since like AEW started, honestly, and that was like what 4 years ago. What is Tama really gonna do in the Fed? It's a valid question, bro. I just really don't know what Tama Tonga would do in the Fed. I feel like he would be in a faction. He'd be the guy in the faction who takes all the losses. In what faction? I don't know. Probably WWE's attempt at the Bullet Club. Nah, I don't want Seth Rollins nowhere near AEW. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Variety. I do not want him anywhere near AEW. Yeah, I hope Double or Nothing has a strong card this year, and I feel like it will. Like yeah, go back and look up the Double or Nothing card for last year, guys. It was pretty stinky outside of like three things. Yeah, Seth just doesn't move well anymore. Like he's cooked. Nah, when Rollins beat Sting, that was one of the darkest moments in my wrestling fandom. I'm glad that Sting got to do his do his thing again in AEW. Y'all, I miss Sting. I haven't even told y'all that, huh? I miss Sting so much, bro. It hasn't even been a month, and I miss him already. Like it stinks, man. But he deserved to ride off into the sunset the way he wanted to, and I'm glad that he did. He had the best last match ever. Let's face it. I need to rewatch his match against the Young Bucks, him and Darby. If AEW never got another Fed wrestler, I presume you mean Fed wrestler again, I'd be fine, or it'd be fine. Says Oz. I agree, man. I actually agree with that sentiment. I'm not clamoring for anyone from WWE to join AEW at this point. What if Sting comes back as an authority figure? Nah, AEW doesn't need an authority figure, but he can come back and like I think he could just be an ambassador. He doesn't even need to be on TV too much. The reality is, guys, Sting he doesn't have an attachment to the wrestling business like that, like a lot of these wrestlers do, which I think is a good thing because the wrestling business can be unforgiving. So I'm glad that he doesn't have like this um unbreakable attachment to it like a lot of these older wrestlers do. Dude, yeah, Sting's last match was Revolution is still I think now that a month has passed and it's not fresh in my mind, I think enough time has passed. I do think Revolution this year, 2024, was better than All Out 2021. I said in my review video, but I think it'll age better as well because Revolution from this year was filled with people who want to be in AEW compared to All Out 2021. You know what? I would be perfectly fine if Sting never returns, except for the night Darby Allin wins the AEW World Title. I need him there for that night, and that's it. That's it. Just that one night. Sting needs to be there for sure for that. Otherwise, nah. Let Sting chill, bro. Let him retire. Let him live his life at this point. Is Revolution 2024 AEW's best pay per view? I think so. I think it is. I think it's one of the best wrestling pay per views ever. Sting and Taker going to church hand in hand. But yeah, I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, I miss Sting, bro. I was like, I miss the random Sting match announcements where I would get hyped and be like, okay, okay, now I'm super hyped for Dynamite. Yep. Yeah, guys, I'm getting about ready to dial it down. But I appreciate you guys coming through once again. And if you guys can give this video a like or whatever the streamers say, um, Dynamite Dynamite should be pretty good, right? Like I expect it to be good. I mean, we'll see. There's some stuff on it that I'm not looking forward to, but some stuff that I am. But I'll be here for sure, and we'll talk about it. But thanks again, guys, for coming through. Appreciate all the questions. All just appreciate you guys coming out to hang out. But yeah, man, if you guys have no further questions, then I'm gonna call it a night or a morning, depending what side of the world you guys live on. The Battle of Wills, yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure. But all right, you guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you live, and I will see you guys after Dynamite on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace.